So I've actually been coming here since I was a little kid because I grew up right down the street. I just thought of it as a bookshop when I was little, and then as I got older, I knew that it was more of a nonprofit and what it did, the importance of it, and honestly, my dad was incarcerated, and so I wanted to do more kind of to be in the same vein as him, to help people like him and stuff like that. So it means a lot to me.
I started as a clerk, and then I was kind of trained from when I started to be the volunteer coordinator. So I work with the volunteers here. I handle email scheduling as well as in the store on volunteer days. We go through all the PLP process steps together.
When I volunteer, we come in the morning, usually in late morning, and we take on different roles, reading letters. I also help, I have a big knowledge of books. I sit on some other committees with book organizations. So I do a lot of organizing of the books and sorting. My husband does a lot of reading letters and wrapping. So we'll work till the store closes at 5.
I moved to Claremont in about 2008 and had heard about the program, and I was a former high school teacher that I quit working due to a disability, and so I was hoping to find some opportunity where I could kind of continue to teach or continue to have an impact that way.
How it was founded was actually by a spiritual guru in North Carolina. Our founder went and talked to him and did a bunch of travel and a lot of kind of spiritual wellness kind of stuff. He went to India. It started out very much that way, and then it grew into a lot more of education, not just spirituality.
Seeing sort of a lackluster response in the public's eye in helping people who are incarcerated. Again, as a teacher, I know my students, and they landed in prison, and I always think these students, they make a bad decision. Sometimes these bad decisions, there's 2 seconds of thinking behind that crime, and yet there's, years of paying for it. And we've seen, so many letters. I dropped out of high school. I hated reading. I would never say I wanted a book. And now reading is my absolute favorite thing in the world. That really, it inspires me, and it inspires the other volunteers to keep going.
Since we're a nationwide organization, it's not easy to keep track of what is allowed everywhere all the time, and things are constantly changing, and things constantly change with the state of the federal government, not just state governments. And they change with what the warden decides, and wardens can change whenever they want to retire. They can bring in a new warden.
I mean, I think we've all seen a direct correlation. Florida's #1 in number of banned books. It's also 47th out of 50 in literacy levels in the country. So clearly there's no respect for books and what they bring to people, and how important literacy is in our world and what benefits it has.
So things are always a little bit more hectic than they used to be, I would say. I think things are a little bit less uniform now than they were back in the day. I mean, there's a lot of book restrictions. We literally celebrate Prison Banned Book Week because a lot of people are drawn to just general banned books and what that means, but there's a whole other list. We did a whole project with a group in New York that deals with healthcare for people that are incarcerated, particularly women and LGBTQ individuals that can't really receive the help that they need while they're incarcerated, or they don't have education of it and understand what it means for them, which we actually had to kind of work under the radar and just send things in 1 page at a time, like an entire book. So that was a big project that we'd been working on for about 1.5 years that we just launched in September. Man, then there's also new restrictions on used books. no matter what, we are evolving with what's going on, and we're persevering however we can do it. There are other projects like ours out there, and there are showcases of things like what we do here in the arts and in education and things that help people on the inside, one of which is the movie Sing Sing that came out last year. Just recently, the Marshall Project, which is a friend of ours, I should say, started a film festival with Sing Sing Prison, where incarcerated people are the judges. I think it's important to not just watch the film, but also to understand the help that implies for people that are incarcerated. So please check them out.
We are in desperate need of books that relate to a bunch of different subjects, but we need good quality, like new used books.
I'm a huge proponent of books as a way of educating people, changing lives, taking people to places they haven't been, hearing other voices in different books that you read. So I've always been a huge proponent of books.
We are always searching for things that are relative to like self-help and like improvement. We get a lot of requests for self-improvement, but kind of more in career side of things. So people want trade and DIY books, how to start a business, how to start a nonprofit, financial development, all that kind of stuff in regards to like when they get released, how they can go from there and start up their new life. We get a lot of those requests, which I love to fulfill because it just shows that people are trying.
And then matching that love of books and with people that could use some inspiration maybe, or have some desires or wants for books. This is the perfect matching of those two. So it's been really rewarding for me to be working with books and combine that with working with this population.
All right, in your words, what does the Prison Library Project provide?
Oh God, hope, I guess, that's a big one. We hear escape very frequently. Escape from whatever's going on inside. It helps a lot of people to stay out of violence and just to know that there's something on the other side. And it provides a lot of education and help for people that know that they're going to get out eventually. They want to make a better life for themselves. God, it provides so much. I mean, I don't even know. And the PLP, not just for the people that are incarcerated that we serve, but just for our community, I think it really does provide a deeper understanding of the carceral system and just kind of humanity in general.